'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed, feel blessed. We want on that team who can, ooh Lord, blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Na mesi wo erade se wo ni mi gban ko bia ne mabanke se yankopona me de me ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. You done this in the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and the earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, oh, feel blessed. I feel blessed 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Let me hear you say, ooh Lord, Everybody sing, ooh Lord, We want on that team who can, ooh Lord, Didn't me shuffle, she been near me. Mommy, don't move from Eddie Dibia. Tell me, cause you are a wojo. Namanu, the shall make your man. Tell me, cause you are a wojo. Namanu, the shall make your man. Enti, Miss Rock, and I do go from Biara. Misuro, and I do from Biara. On Nema Kucham, and Nema Kucham, Nanimu and Nije, Ninosin, Natina. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed 'cause your promises are sure. Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Na mesi wo erade se wo ni mi gban ko bia ne mabanke se Surely he would deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. Done this in the Most High, Almighty God, Creator of the heaven and the earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, oh, feel blessed. I feel blessed. 'Cause your promises are sure, they are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed. When your mantle is upon my life, I can dance like David did. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord. We want to let you look at, ooh, Lord. Enemy shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't from Eddie Dibia. Tell me, cause you are a wojo. Namanunga shall make your man. Tell me, cause you are a wojo. Namanunga shall make your man. Indeed, Miss Rock, and I do go from Biara. Misuro, and I do go from Biara. Or not Nema Kucham, Yanimu and Ije, Nina Sinam Natina. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure, they are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Feel blessed, feel blessed. We want to let you look at, ooh, Lord. Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Namesu eradise wunimi banko biane mabankese yankupana medeme ho matoso. Surely he would deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. have done this for the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth.
The Holy Ghost up in the group, Savior up in the group, the blood up in the group, the stuff up in the group, the bosses up in the group, the praise up in the group, the Holy Ghost fire comes up on Ghana. This is the Holy Ghost, this is Wakanda. This is the sanctified Wakanda. This is the Holy Ghost, this is the
Roverman Productions presents the latest Eboid play, Final Warning.
Let me tell you today, Vic, I will not marry you today. I will not marry you tomorrow. In fact, I will have absolutely nothing to do with you.
Warning shows on February 29th, 1st March, and the Independence Day holiday weekend, 6th, 7th, and 8th March at the National Theatre. Rates 80 Ghana cedis. Time 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Tickets available now at Joy FM, Quick and Find Supermarket, Frankie's, Hacho and Batuna Total, Mile 7 Goyle, Shell Shops at Airport, East Legon, Achimota, Sakaman, Dansuman, and Tema Community 11, and via short code *876 *876 hash, or WhatsApp 050-554-6030. Partners, Joy FM, Graphic News Plus, and National Theatre. Final Warning. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Mama, listen to me. Mama, listen. This woman can't speak English. I'll prove to you that my mother is Ebe. Mama, did you be able to have a boy? No, that's not what I mean. No, ask her if she wants to sing. Mama, oh, if you know about your most of them, she says yes. Okay. Mama, did you be able to check the saying as your Pepe and Keta school boys, it is Akbele that it goes. No, what you say? No, ask her if you believe God will make her sing. Say it for the next time. Mama, every day I was a Pepe water your door. She says she believes. Then Mama repeat after me. Mawu mekojo gbe mekona wala. Mawu mekonya gbe mekona wala. She says she gives her bottle to God. What bottle? No bottle. No, that's not what I mean. Tell her to say, God, I give myself to you. Say it for the next time. Mama, every day, we are not going to go to Queen now. Mawu mekojo Queen now. Then I said, Kalaya Pose, Kalaya Breakati, Father in heaven, and it's not us that these people are daring. Heal this woman and show everybody in this house that you are the one true God and Jesus is your son and the Savior. Father, heal this woman. Father, heal this woman. Mama, be to What she saying? She says we. Mama, listen. Mama, do a bobo. Mama, do a bobo.
Roverman Productions presents the latest Eboid play, Final Warning.
Let me tell you today, Vic, I will not marry you today. I will not marry you tomorrow. In fact, I will have absolutely nothing to do with you.
Final warning shows on February 29th, 1st March, and the Independence Day holiday weekend. 6th, 7th, and 8th March at the National Theatre. Rates 80 Ghana cedis. Time 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Tickets available now at Joy FM. We can find supermarket, Frankie's, Hacho and Batrina Total, Mile 7 Goyle, Shell Shops at Airport, East Legon, Achimota, Sakaman, Dansuman, and Tema Community 11. And via short code *876 *876# or WhatsApp 050-554-6030. Partners Joy FM, Graphic News Plus, and National Theatre. Final warning. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Hello, welcome to ENCORE, the Facebook live platform on which we discuss all things love, marriage, relationship, and what have you. They call me Uncle Ebo White. I am the CEO of Roverman Productions. But for the purposes of this platform, all you need to know is that I am very dedicated to helping you become your best self. Once again, welcome. I don't take the fact that you join us for every episode for granted. So let me say hello to Kuma Ej Danso. Hi to you, to Nanyele, Celestine, Adam Gifty, and Heaven Anku. I like your name, Heaven Anku. Is that guaranteed that you go to heaven? Because it would be weird, wouldn't it? That you go to hell and they ask you, what's your name? So that's a heavenly name. And then Nanam, for all those online, hello, and thank you for joining us. Now, if you are regular on this, you know that we at Roverman, we produce a play every quarter, and this quarter is no exception. Starting from 29th of February. It's nice to say 29th of February because we don't get to say that very often. 29th of February, 1st of March, 6th, 7th, and 8th of March at the National Theatre. My latest play, Final Warning, would open to the public. And because of that, I have invited some of the cast. Actually, I invited all the cast, about 150 of them, to join me. No, it's my biggest cast for this quarter, to join me, and only a few of them have been bold enough to accept the invitation. And so we are very happy that they could join us. They'll be introducing themselves very soon, beginning from the beautiful girl.
Hi everyone, my name is Christina.
Okay, talk to the camera. They are more important than I am.
Hi everyone, I'm Christiana.
All right, that's Christiana. We call her Na. Christiana, when you were in school, what was your nickname?
Oh, we have mustard seed.
You have one for her?
Yeah. Mustard seed.
No. That one is not fair. Okay, so if she's mustard seed, what are you?
La 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 la. Fig tree or something.
All right, now you're welcome. And then next to now is
Victor Bedao. Yes.
Your surname, what does it mean?
According to my daddy, he says it means bravery has brought you forth.
Bravery has done what?
Brought you forth.
Okay, has brought you this far.
It's a compound name.
It's a compound name?
Yes, but it has been shortened to just...
Okay, so what's the full name?
The full name, honestly, it's not privy to us.
You don't know?
Yes, we don't know.
It's a simple matter of saying it. Yes. That I don't know. You'd have spared yourself and spared me all the anticipation. I waited for 5 seconds, and those are 5 seconds of my life I won't get back. I've been waiting for something. All right, Victor, it's good to see you. It's good to have you here. And then we have our own Efe, and then we have our own handsome Adrian, who is not calling himself Fig Tree. Efe, Adrian,
Yes.
the last week,
Yes.
you faced a lot of harassment
Yes.
and bullying online from a very very sensitive source.
Today when I was coming, I was I was told, see you on ENCORE.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
thinking about it. I'm surprised you're talking.
I was like, okay.
So, hi everyone. We know you're watching. And then we have the Queen, Abiziga, and all that. Abiziga, I'm looking at your watch. Yeah, I just said I'm looking at your watch.
Okay.
You know, this is an election year, and so whenever anybody is wearing something nice and expensive, I wonder whether they become party activists or delegates.
Wow, what a wonder. Okay, so next is Jay.
All right, as you are aware, the Queen has introduced Jay. Are you mic'd?
Yes, I am.
No, I'm asking Abiziga.
Yeah, it's
you are mic'd.
close to my complexion, but it's okay.
Okay. And then the irrepressible Jay.
Yes.
You never know. He himself never knows what is coming out of his mouth until it has come out. Now, this is your first time on the Roverman platform.
Yes.
Okay, so how has it been for you?
Oh, Uncle, it's been great and amazing. I actually joined because of Nana Sam. Like, back at Airtel, when Airtel used to sponsor, when I see you guys on stage, I always look at her and I'm like, oh, I really want to be like this woman. But, like, it looked too much of a work for me. So, I know Rita is a strong and independent woman. She's from, let me not say affluent, but her family is well-to-do. And as much as she's part of the ministry that Brother Ankara has brought together, she feels he's been called by God, but he's human first, and there are some things that he needs to work on himself before the God part comes. And for me, it's something that is evident in our everyday life. A lot of people, especially our pastors, they think they are not human, so some of them tend to disrespect people just because they have the title pastor. And for me, this is like a learning curve for everyone. It's not just for young ones, but even pastors should look at this play because it says a lot.
Great. Vito.
Uncle.
Also another first timer.
Yes.
All right. I'm not going to ask you the role you play. I'm going to ask you your favorite scene in the play in Final Warning.
Wow.
Is that the scene?
Yeah, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, there's one.
There's a scene that is wow.
Wow, somewhere, yeah.
Somewhere in the middle.
Because that question is, it just hits me that I have quite a lot of scenes that I love. And so, to be honest with you, I can't single one out.
Then don't be honest with me.
My God.
No, it's just to be honest with you, I can't single one out. So don't be honest with me so you can single one out.
But what tops it all will be the fight between Vic and Nee.
And the husband.
And the husband.
Vic and the husband.
Vic and the husband.
Well, he's talking about two characters in the play. Vic, the mother of Ankara, was forced to marry her husband, who was about 26 years her senior, by her auntie, and their home became a boxing arena. Plenty of fights.
Yes.
Why do you like that?
Oh, it speaks a lot about where I'm coming from, and so it brings memories.
You mean you fight in your house?
No fighting per se, but these are things that you usually conceal. It's part of every home, probably the African Ghanaian home. Yes, and right from the time you were a kid, you saw these parents getting it out on each other, and throwing words at each other and stuff like that. And so I believe that particular portion of the scenes brought out things that were hidden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting he says that when I was growing up, I grew up at Sasun Tresu in Kumasi. One early morning, and at South, 5 a.m. is very early in the morning. The whole neighborhood is woken up by this woman going up and down the street, shouting the name of her husband. Her husband was called Ajiman. Ajiman, we see her sit down, and she was going up and down the place. That's my earliest memories of her. Jay, your favorite role?
Joyful way. Yeah. There's a lot of fun in that scene, and we get to get loose and all that.
Okay. Yes. Are you part of that scene?
He gets to dance in front.
Yeah, in front. He never gives up. He never gives up.
And then I started and then I ended. So yes,
Wow.
Oh yes. We never.
Do you remember the songs that are sung in that scene?
Of course.
All right. Give me a bar of just one.
Never give up.
There's Jomo.
What is it about the joyful way scene he's talking about? Is a musical piece. It's a medley of, is it 4 songs? 4 or 5 songs?
I think 5.
That is part of the show, of the play. Why is that your favorite?
There's this part where we get to do Asian words, the very last song, and after getting loose and all that, we get to minister to the audience with that particular song. At that point, we get to see Brother ENCORE being born again,
yes,
and then living his life in God's way and all that. So at the end of having all that fun, so to speak, we get to see that.
Okay.
And I think that's where his life took off.
I'll not ask you to sing any bar of that song, Ancient Words, because the song is too beautiful for me to ask you to sing it. But
God bless you.
But you play a very interesting role. Tell us about that role.
Yes. I play Rita's father in the play. Yes. Oh yes, hi daughter. I didn't expect to see you.
Okay.
She said she was going to work.
What's significant about that role?
It was kind of pivotal in terms of choosing a wife for Brother ENCORE.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, most people they tend to look at the bride price or certain factors like money and all that. So I think in this case, the father gets to see this is the right person for the daughter, and he believes in that person. So he will trust in God and let God guide and lead him. So what God says he should do, he'll take it. And I think he was rewarded because eventually it came through for him. Yes.
Right. So you guys have, I happen to have a front seat to their production, and they're doing very well. Adrian plays a role. Adrian, your role.
Yes. I'm very honored and privileged to play a young Samuel, young Crunchy ENCORE.
By the way, your wife said today she had decided not to talk, but we are provoking her. We are provoking her to talk. Yeah, go on.
So, and I get to play him through school-going age till he gets married to Rita Fresh and goes to Holland and all of that. And I must say, those are heavy shoes to fill because of the man that we celebrate. I was privileged to be at the service Sunday, last week Sunday, when they celebrated him, and see the kind of people and where they come from because of this man. It then dawned on me that this is no mean life that we are celebrating, because he's been able to summon these people, great people from all walks of life, from everywhere around the globe to come and celebrate a birthday, and I that puts something extra for the role for me, and yeah, I think it's a wonderful, it's a big honor for me to play
All right.
that role. Yeah.
Well, you're carrying the role well.
Thank you.
You're carrying it well. So you play against now.
Yes.
And there's a beautiful scene where the two of you sing a song. Would you do it for us before we finish?
Not just shook her head, so
Oh, it will be fun, wouldn't it?
it won't be bad.
Yeah. So, heck, why don't we do it now? Before she changes her mind. Pick the mic. So they will do a song for us, but they will just sit down and do it. Come, if you want to see all the action that goes with the song they will be singing, join us at the National Theatre 29th and 1st. Okay, so we are doing a cappella.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
My love, there's only you in my life, the only thing that's bright.
My first love, you're every breath that I take, you every step I make,
And I want to share all my love with you. No one else will do. And your eyes, they tell me how much you care. Oh yes, you will always be my endless love.
Now, they just did this without instrumentation. They did that without any prior warning. They just dropped it like that. That is how good the cats have become. So, Adrian and Aiko, you've done well.
Thank you.
Vito, you also sing, don't you?
Yes, I also sing.
In the play? There's something unusual you do on stage. Would you tell us? There's something unusual, something that I'm sure nobody has made you do in your life. What is it?
Dancing.
What?
Dancing.
No, not just dancing.
Is it the eating on stage?
It's not just the dancing.
My oh my oh my oh my.
Oh! I got my shirt off.
He dances topless.
Yes.
Topless.
With eight other boys, right?
Yeah.
With 8 other boys.
Jay inclusive.
And
Hi, Jay.
and then they show us their 6.5 packs. Do you enjoy that scene?
Oh my goodness. Now my naked body is out there.
Oh no, that's not your naked body. That's not your naked body. Oh no. Don't let anybody get the impression that I've asked you to do naked. It's just topless. It's called topless.
Topless.
That's not nakedness.
Oh.
It's topless.
Do you have nipples?
Yeah.
You went braless?
I can't.
What you have is on nipples.
Yes.
Oh really?
No. Okay, Chris Cote, yes, Sunday, look out for me. I would be happy to see. Make it, if you come early before the show, if not, after the show, that would be fun. Right, I'd like us to go on to Let's go back to Abiziga, if you can get us going.
All right. What is the one advice you give to young creatives, especially in line of theater in today's Ghana?
Young creatives?
Yes, please.
What do you mean by young creatives?
I think people... I think young actors and actresses, especially in our field, stage plays.
Be disciplined and know that this is what you want. Don't come into this field to make money. Otherwise, you have a very miserable life. Okay, next question.
Is it okay to be selfish in your relationship, and at what point?
All right. Vito, help out. Is it okay to be selfish in your relationship, and at what point, right?
Yes, please.
Relationship. To be selfish, I don't think it's something I would want to go in for.
Okay.
Yes, because when you are in a relationship, you meet each other halfway, and so if one is trying to be selfish, to take it all to himself, you will be making the balance switch to the other side, and it brings up a lot of
we need to compromise on some of the things that happen in our relationships. And if you're someone, let me just give a scenario. So I'm in school, and maybe my boyfriend is done with school, and I have plans of going back to school. And this person tells me, but if you go to school, who is going to take care of the kids? Who is going to do this? First and foremost, I have my life before I met you. So if that is going to happen in the marriage, there are going to be issues all the time, and that's not what we need in our marriages. And also, I think we have to compromise at a point, but not be selfish.
Adrian.
I believe that relationships are about giving, and the best ones are when we're all giving and bringing something to the relationship. So it is wrong when you are always taking and bring nothing to the table. Yeah.
All right, listen to me. If you're in a relationship, you are selfish. It is selfishness that got you into the relationship. You didn't meet the person and say, she will be good for my brother, and so I want to date him. You saw the girl and you thought about your interests first. So all of us who are in relationships are there, we're driven by self-interest and selfishness. However, to have your needs met, you then move from being just selfish to you move and operate in what I call enlightened self-interest. Enlightened self-interest says that I need you to look after me. But in order to get you to look after me, I would have to take care of certain things you need to be able to get you to look after me. It's called enlightened self-interest. I'll have to find a way of giving you what you want, what you need, so that you'll be in a position to continue giving me what I also need. It is all basically selfishness. Let no one deceive you. It is selfishness. And really, if you are in a relationship and you are not driven by that, then we'll have to question your motives for being in there. But remember, enlightened self-interest, in order to get you to attend to me, to love me, I'll have to love you. Because if I can make myself indispensable in your life, you would make sure that I do never walk away. And that is what works in a love relationship. Let's pick the next question.
Is it right to review your relationship, and how do you do it?
Is it right to do what?
Review your relationship.
Review it?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Uncle, sometimes when you ask me this question, like I asked them, I'm thinking the person is coming.
No, the way you read it with a certainty, so I thought you understood it.
I'm a passionate person, Uncle. Okay, I think the person is coming from, I think what he's trying, or he or she is trying to say is it important to sit down, think about your relationship, and vet it?
Someone who is wiser than me said, the unexamined life is not worth living. And I think that is it. Yes. Every now and then, take stock of your relationship and ask yourself, is it still meeting my need? You went into that. Remember what I said? The basic reason we get into this is selfishness. Is it meeting those needs? If it is not, why are you there? So, yes, every now and then, take stock. I am. If I ever get control to make things happen in this world, that's what will happen. Every year, just as people go to renew their driving license, you'll go and renew your marriage license. Every year, the couple in the relationship will have to now go and ask themselves, do I want another year of this? Now, think about it. If the person in your life has to go and answer that question, do I want another year of this, or do I want to walk away? If you can't answer that, my spouse, my partner would definitely say yes, then there's a problem with you. You've got to find a way of giving it. So I go for it, but I wish I could go that, if not every year, every 3 years. Okay, come. Yes. Do you still want him? Do you still want her? You know, and then, okay, good luck, go back another 3 years. Then see you in another 3 years and come and answer the same questions. It will change a lot of things in relationships. It will. Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask this one instead. It's a follow-up. It seems then like what we call selflessness is actually enlightened self-interest. Is it possible that no adult is truly selfless?
Well, I can't speak for every adult, but I have a reason for whatever I do. I can't speak for anybody else. If I do anything, there's a reason why I'm doing it, and I would wish that is the case of many other people. Otherwise, then there are many people who should be at a psychiatric hospital. You know, that you did things and you had no reason for doing it. No. I know sometimes we say we did it because of God. Let's put that one aside. We mystify that, and because of that, even when people are being selfish, they think they are doing it for God. No. I have a reason for whatever I do. I may not be able to articulate it, but I have a reason for doing it. It may not be a good reason, but I have a reason for doing it. And I hope so do you. Yeah, let's go.
Uncle, do you have any regrets in regards to decisions you've made about people?
Yes. Yes, but for some reason I won't go into it. I made somebody walk out of my life, and it's still my biggest regret.
Next question. What's your advice for someone who admires you a lot and wants to be a playwright and producer just like you?
He wants to be a playwright and a producer just like me. Okay, let me tell you what just like me means. I wrote and produced my first play in 1975, but it took me up to 2008 to get Roverman going. Is that what you want? No, I don't want anyone to be like me. I want people to be better than me. I want them to be able to realize their dreams sooner than I did because of me. Do you understand me? I am hoping that people will learn from my mistakes. They will learn from my example and do better. I'm hoping that people will jump on my shoulders and see further. I'm hoping that people will take advantage of my resources and make it easy for themselves. If you want to be just like me, then we haven't made progress. Be better than me. Go further than I have. And I will be your biggest cheerleader. I'll be the biggest one in your corner cheering you on, just because you've beaten me. Beat me. So don't look to be like a White. Not good enough. Heck, I don't want to be a Bobite.
Wow, let's have that.
Yeah, let's go.
Uncle, what should I do when I realize my relationship is not meeting our needs?
Wow. The answer I give may not be wholesome. So now help this person, please. Help this person and save my soul.
Wow.
And save my soul. Yeah, now go.
How Charlie Abi? This one there is hard though, Uncle. Uncle, but you already said that if you are not meeting the needs, you should walk out. So
Okay.
I think that's the answer.
Walk
out.
All right.
Now
Okay.
said it.
Yeah, go.
How much money does a young man need to settle down?
How much money does a young man need
To settle down.
to settle down to do what?
To marry.
To sit down.
Quiet over there.
I don't have money, but I'm seated.
But are you settled?
I'm pretty settled.
There are two married boys on the set today. One of them is being watched and monitored very, very closely. There are people who say that love does not take money, but hospital bills are not paid with love. But don't look for the money first. Look for the person with whom you could plan together, with whom you could make a life together. But if you are the right person, you would continually work to ensure that the person you bring, the woman you bring into your life, would have a comfortable life. That the children you bring into society will not become a burden on anybody. They will have the better advantages than you were ever given. So they can go further, much further than you have gone. So it doesn't take money, but don't also underestimate the importance of money. Because like I said, money does not pay, love does not pay hospital bills. So it's the reason why every young man should take his life seriously. But let me go further. The days are over when women also married a man who will look after them. Any man who looks after you would eventually lose respect for you. So ladies, also strive to ensure that at least you'll be independent. It helps promote trust and respect in the relationship. Right, let's go on.
In order of relevance, what are the things a person needs to know he or she is ready for marriage?
In what? Come again?
In order of relevance, what are the things a person needs to know that he or she is ready for marriage?
Okay, Adrian, how did you know you were ready for marriage?
I'll go. It's just because I met the person I felt this is the only person I can marry.
Okay.
Yes, that's when I knew I was ready to marry. I was scared stiff of commitment. Before her, I never lasted in a relationship past 3 months. So that's how commitment was. Like it was a morbid fear of that. But immediately I found the person I knew I could spend every waking minute with. I knew I want to marry her. So for me, that was, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, immediately when you meet the person, you know.
He said it all. He said it all, and it's a good answer. Good answer.
Detergent.
I know the. Okay, please let's go.
Sometimes people, especially in marriage, are encouraged to stay in a loveless, emotionally dead state, but are encouraged to stay in the name of things will get better, he will change, trust God. How does one know that a change is coming, or that the situation is hopeless and walking away is the only option?
You will know. You will know. If you're in that situation, you know. And then what you need is not how do I know, it's the courage to move on and to know that you'll be all right. Sometimes it's the fear of what next. And I counsel people who would say that, oh, I've been with him for this long. Am I now going to start
all over again?
All over again? Yes, do so. Because a lot can happen in a very short time. And the mess of the past can be forgotten by something new. So never be afraid of an adventure. Life is an adventure. Never stop reaching out for something better.
Why does God allow evil to thrive in this world?
Because somebody asked me this question outside this, and I said, I thank God that He does, because then I will be destroyed. Sometimes when we talk about evil, we look at the armed robber, we look at the terror guy. We don't realize that in our own little ways we can be very evil.
Yeah.
That gossip you dropped, that information you passed on about somebody without cross-checking, that is wickedness. So I thank God that He allows all of us to be and waits for the final day to be able to call us all in, because at least it gives me the chance to seek to be better and to work at becoming better. Otherwise, if God was to destroy wicked people in the world right now, this will be my last word. That'll be gone. That'll be gone. And remember, with Him, it is not even what you do, it's what you think. Hey, the number of times somebody has crossed me and I wish that car would.
Yeah.
You're saying it.
Hey, no. Thank God He allows evil to reign. Thank God. Hey, baby, Abizi, some foolish boy breaks your heart.
Even before he broke my heart, I started.
Thank God He allows evil to thrive. Okay, let's go.
I don't know if I asked this one last week, but is it right for partners to create conflicts to weigh the reactions of partners?
Come again. Is it
right for partners to create conflicts to weigh the reaction of partners?
I don't understand.
Hey.
Yes, okay. He seems to understand, okay.
It's happened to me before. So
Okay.
the person intentionally picks little things to start or provokes you to start arguments to weigh how much you care or about them. If you're invested in the argument and you have it, it means that yes, this person, she still wants to be in this relationship.
Yeah,
so I always have to test whether she's there and what she'll do, how far I can push her.
What kind of inconsistent is that?
But they do it. And they'll tell you, like, I just need to know.
It is stupid. It is stupid. Why would you want that? So I'm creating a scene, and then the more dramatic you get, then the more you love me.
Or whatever you do, I'm just watching it. I knew you would do this, so now I know how you are. Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay, so they're just always watching you.
After something like this, we'll have to take a break. We'll take a break. We'll be taking a break. We'll be right back. So, Kwesi, take it over. Wow.
And you usually don't realize it till the person had to tell me that, oh yeah.
Roverman Productions presents the latest Eboid play, Final Warning.
Let me tell you today, Vic, I will not marry you today. I will not marry you tomorrow. In fact, I will have absolutely nothing to do with you.
Final Warning. Warning shows on February 29th, 1st March, and the Independence Day holiday weekend, 6th, 7th, and 8th March at the National Theatre. Rates 80 Ghana cedis. Time 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Tickets available now at Joy FM. We can find supermarket, Frankie's, Hacho and Bachina Total, Mile 7 Goyle, Shell Shops at Airport, East Legon, Achimota, Sakaman, Dansuman, and Tema Community 11. And via short code *876 *876# or WhatsApp 050-554-6030. Partners Joy FM, Graphic News Plus, and National Theatre. Final Word. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Apostle General, SKA, San Francisco. Come on, this is the answer of victory. San Francisco, this is victory. San Francisco. Follow us how we tell the story. San Francisco. Listen up, it's no mystery. It's covered by grace, soaked in the blood, pressed down, shaking together, running over. No video, audio recording. Enjoy the show! This woman can't speak English. I'll prove to you that my mother is Ebe. Mama! Ejibe adu aboboa. No, that's not what I mean. No, ask her if she wants to sing. Mama, oh, the view no buff your most of one. She says yes. Okay. Mama, Ejibe adu drink abobitajia. Awola, Bobitadia won't play now. Saying out of Pepe and get school boys, it is Akbele that it goes. No, what you say? No, ask her if you believe God will make her see. Say it for the next time. Mama, every day I want to say, Mama, what on your door? She says she believes. Then Mama, repeat after me. Mawu mekonya gbi mekona wola. Mawu mekonya gbi mekona wola. She says she gives her bottle to God. What bottle? No bottle. No, that's not what I mean. Tell her to say, God, I give myself to you. Say it for the next time. Mama, every day, we are not going to bring it now.
Wow.
Hello, thank you for staying with us. I hope you're enjoying, having a good time. If you're wondering why we are laughing in the studio, it's because we have somebody who cracks us up whenever he has to count. He has a very interesting way of counting, but we are happy you stayed with us. Let's pick two questions and then we'll go quickly to the play.
What do you do when love dies in a relationship?
Next question.
Is it wrong for ladies to propose?
No, I don't think so. It is not wrong. There are boys who will need help to propose. Just that, do your homework first and find out where you stand with him before.
All right, I think we're good.
Okay. Now we're going to go back to Final Warning. Final Warning has some very interesting love and marriage themes, and I want us to look at some of them. The first one that hits me is, it matters who you marry. Adrian.
It does. It was one of the first lessons I picked from the play through blocking and all of that, and it made me re-examine why I got married to my wife and her role in my life and how it has propelled me towards my destiny. So the first week, after the first date, we talked about my plans and all of that. When she met me, I wasn't employed then, and I had dreams, I had plans, and on the next date, she brings a book, and this is a book about public speaking, because I was just doing my MCN then, and she brings a book about public speaking and all of that, and I look at her again, I'm like, wow, nobody has done this for me. Nobody has thought about my dreams and even validated them to the extent that you're supporting them even before we just started dating. This is our second date, so why do you do this? And for me, she positioned herself plugged herself into my life and wanted to see all my dreams come to pass. And that was it for me. It clicked that this woman is worth keeping. And I think it's very important for guys to identify those kind of women, and for women to position themselves in a place where they are going to be destiny. I don't know. The destinies of their guys will be hinged on them, or they will stand on the shoulders of their wives to reach there. And I think those are the best kind of women to get married to.
Okay, yeah. Vito, pick the mic. Let's go. Your take.
Yes, the women we marry in life, or the partners we get in life, have a very important role to play as far as the relationship is concerned. And practically, I would say that my wife, the very first day I heard her voice on the telephone, we had not met. It was just on phone. I had a friend said, call her, she needs help. I called her, and she's very bold to tell me all what she was telling me on phone. I was taken aback. I was like, somebody who needs help and is talking this way? No, then this is not someone who needs help. So I said I needed to know the face behind the person I was speaking to. And when I met her, I wasn't disappointed though, but I realized that she commanded a lot of things within. And I have in time past gone out with ladies who were always like they didn't see themselves as bold enough to stand up to a man. And so I didn't like that kind of those kind of people around me. When I saw her and the way she commanded me, I said, no, this is the woman I need in my life. And so it was just the fact that she was bold to know what she wants that got me going. Yeah.
Now, Rita in the play found herself in a situation where she was in a group of five girls, and they all seemed to have eyes for one man. If you found yourself in a situation like that, what would you do?
Uncle, if I want to win the man over, I think I'll find out some of the things that he likes and start doing them, maybe. But for me, I think what really happens is usually we tend to fall for the people who tell us the good stuff. Those are the people we tend to like. But for Rita, she I think it's because of love that she could stand up to him and tell him, man, what you're doing is wrong. You need to learn how to speak. Yes, God has his anointing on you and everything, but you're a man before being used by God. So you need to learn how to speak. And for me, if someone tells me I'm doing wrong, that is the person I should hold close. But it's always the other way around because we only want to hear the good stuff.
Because she didn't make it. She didn't endear herself to him. Even though she knew there were 5 other ladies around, but she didn't go out of her way to suck up to him. She was willing to tell him off, and yet she was still quite close to that. Why don't we do that often? Why do we sometimes play that timid way of trying to win the person at all costs? Because she was not interested in winning him at all costs. Efe, why do we do that? You understand the question?
I'm trying to. The timidness is what I'm, as in.
It may not be timid, but it's you see the guy, he needs to be told or by, oh no, I don't want to offend him.
Unfortunately, that's never been my issue.
Yeah, I know.
So I can't identify. There's not. If you see potential in someone, I think you need to tell them. And if people around you are not doing the right thing, I don't like injustice. I don't like double standards. And so I actually can't handle when people are doing things that you look at it and you're like, this is just wrong. So towards Rita's attitude, a lot of people think I'm arrogant or too known. I get all of that, and it's a compliment because it just means I'm honest. And if you can't handle the truth, then I'm not the one to be your friend.
Are ladies right to be less than themselves just so they can get a boy?
It is the biggest mistake anybody could ever make. You see, I'm comparing a grown woman to a younger lady, someone probably in her primary school. When shyness takes over, and then you meet your crush, and anything says yes, no, yes, and you go through it. I think to some extent that's where I'll put the timidness. But for a woman who is grown, knows what she wants, it's really hard for you to fall in that position. That means if I see any woman being all soft and taking everything and showing that, in quote, timidness to a gentleman she's trying to win over, washing your clothes, doing things that you know you normally wouldn't do for a man just to win him, then I do not think the woman is doing it out of love. She's doing it out of fear. Not necessarily fear. She is desperate. That's the word I'm looking for. She's extremely desperate. She's found herself in a position that I need to win this man at all costs. Because if you're really yourself, you let the person know that, what's up? You cute, you're fine, I like you. But Charlie, what's up? If he doesn't budge and he doesn't want you, there is no need to force it, because when you force it, you will get something else. A man who decides that he loves you should be the most important decision to me in a relationship, because a woman can decide that she wants a man, but if the man puts himself in that, I want you, have chosen you, I think we can make this work, the relationship will definitely work and you get the best out of it.
For those of you who know the play, there's a question that I've been asking myself since I started working on this story. The others 5 who did not get chosen, how do you think they felt, and how do you think they dealt with it?
Uncle, they were mixed, different personalities of women. Some of them, I think, I'm sure they were all, in quotes, praying about it. And some of them, one or two of them would have noticed that, you know what? Hey, God has spoken. It's not me. I'm just going to back off. Well done, yay. Moving to the next cute guy in the church or something. But the rest, who would have been praying but leading themselves, if you know what I mean, going with their mindset, would be devastated. In fact, I don't know how the next prayer is going to be like to God. God, you have failed me. It's either God, you have failed me, or God, open his eyes. That girl is a witch. You know?
Kill him. Kill her.
Kill her, but don't let me feel bad for the spray out something. My point is, there's going to be a lot of pain. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the personality of the person, and how, in that scenario, the relationship of the ladies with God. If it's the kind of relationship that we are saying, God, have your way, and we mean it, which is really difficult, then you can sail through it easier. But if it's the God, as long as I've sent my prayer to you, I'm getting my answer, then there will be a lot of jealousy over there, and only God knows what she'll wear to that wedding.
Yeah, you wanted to say something, go on.
I think there's also, it's gone, the question of what they actually felt for him, and whether it was, I actually love, or I'm in love with, or have a crush on this man, or I think he's going to be great because I also see his potential, and it would be nice to have the prestige of being the girlfriend or wife of the leader of this ministry. So I think that would determine how they felt. So those who had feelings for him, those who were possibly cooking for or dreaming of this life, and knew that she was the least interested, the candidate that was like not even in the running.
Yes.
I think egos would have been affected more than hearts, possibly, because I think in CRIF situations the competition is even more tight, because everyone's like, oh, you know. So I think competition, tension, the jealousy would have come in. But those with clean hearts, some of them probably didn't even know they were in the running. Like, we're just friends. Now everyone assumes that we all like this guy, but maybe we didn't. So maybe there was no issue.
There's this misconception out there that, and we're getting a lot on the thread, that when girls are confident and assertive, some boys are scared of them.
Yep.
And they walk away. And my answer to that is good riddance.
Yeah.
Don't be less than what you are to win a boy. It's not worth it. At any rate, you pay a very dear price. I am turned on by women who are confident and assertive. They are more attractive to me than the timid ones. I can't stand a woman who would wait for me to do all the talking. How are you? I'm fine. No, I want someone who will also take the fight to me and said, and how was your day?
Yes.
I watched your play. I didn't enjoy it. You know, and then we have a discussion. I have an issue with this. All my female friends are people who have quarreled with me over my positions on air, over one issue or the other. They will call and say, do you have time to spare? That thing you said, I think we need to talk about it. And then we talk. A boy is not worth you being less than who you are. No boy is.
Not a man. It's a boy.
And if you do that to get a relationship, that's too heavy a price to pay for that relationship. No. Be yourself, and you would find someone who would appreciate you for who you are. Victor said he met Gifty. His wife's name is Gifty. I happen to know her. I happen to be the one who walked her down to you. So if you hadn't said nice things about her today, what I would have done to you? What I would have done to you on camera?
Cover it.
No, it looks like I've had a share in all the marriages.
Yes.
You're married too?
Yes.
I was the speaker. Yeah.
The sermon is.
I preach. Much to the invitation of your pastor, because he wanted to preach that day. But it is too heavy a price. Be yourself. You would find the right person, and if the right person is not coming, live your life. Live your life. Don't let anybody push you and make you think that there's something missing just because you are not in a relationship. No. There is so much you can do when you are not in a relationship that you will not be able to do when you are in a relationship. So you do it, and let those in relationships envy you. Because sometimes when they put the pressure on you, it is because they actually envy you. They envy your freedom. They envy the fact that you could go and come. You could date whoever. You can go for any date with anybody. They can't do that. without permission. If they are women, they won't even get the permission. They wouldn't even dare ask unless it is some girl that Ken dated some years ago. Which hi Ken, are you there? Okay.
My bad.
Yes.
I think sometimes though it has to do with the society in which we are brought up.
Yes.
Because it's perceived that if you're a woman and you stand up to a man, you're disrespectful.
Yes.
So I don't know what we can do as a society so that we can raise the young ones to be assertive, to be independent, and not think that they are being disrespectful if a man treats them wrong and they are standing up to him and to tell him, look, I don't like it.
You know the name we give to people who are run by society, who do what society expects of them? We call them average. Those who stand out, they don't. They follow a certain inner dictate. They look at what society is offering, decide, I don't like this, I like this, I don't like this. I'm not going to go this way. Why should I go that way? Just because everybody says it. If you want to be average, then live within what society expects of you. But if you want to stand out, then do that which the average person is not doing and will not have the courage to do. In the end, it takes courage. And people would have to be bold enough to say, this is me. This is me. You want me, you have to deal with the whole of me. I'm not going to... You know, there's something that I discovered. Very tall people are always bending down when they are in the company of other people because they want to fit in. They don't want to stand out. And too many girls are doing that. They are like tall people blessed with good height, who are always doing that so that the other people wouldn't feel bad about them. I'm saying that stand tall.
And wear heels.
No, stand tall. Don't make any apology. And if the person can't match your weight, can't match your intellect, he's too weak to be with you. He should go away. Otherwise, one day, you'll find yourself apologizing to your children for him.
Mommy, what?
You know, yes. You know, that is when you go and say, oh, when I married him, he wasn't like that. Oh, no, he wasn't like that. You didn't do the right thing. Well, it's been a very interesting evening. The time is gone very fast. For a moment, I thought that Mr. Kitchen had turned the watch and made it go faster. But I would like to thank you for joining us. Let me say thank you to Na. Na, thank you very much. Come often. Vito,
Okay, Uncle.
I'm happy for what you said. No, I'm happy. I'm happy. Is Gitty watching?
No, she's not watching.
You told her not to watch?
No, I didn't tell her not to watch. I didn't do that. She might be watching.
She might be watching.
Because she always tells me lots about the ENCORE. So I know she might.
Gitty, good afternoon. And well, he says some very nice things, so I won't pick on him. And then Effie, always it's fun to have you. Adrian, you are fast becoming one of my favorites on the show, and I'm happy. Abizi, thank you very much. And Jay, I know we didn't come to you too often, but it's for a reason.
Sir?
I wanted this evening, this session to be non-contentious.
Yes. I'm always contending with me.
You know, I should have made you play the Sasu role.
Uncle, we said this.
It will be so annoying.
Oh my God. And he'll go, hey!
Oh, my uncle, I can't play myself on stage. It won't work.
And then we have two guests from North America. They don't want to be on camera, so hi, it's good to see you. For the first time, Isaac Buama was prepared to come on camera. He even mic'd himself. Ready. I appreciate. I noted your willingness and readiness. Toothpick, you're welcome. And then Olive. The next session we would have you. I'm going to introduce you to a beautiful lady. She's called Olive, and she will be on. Today she willingly gave her place to Jay, so she can take a back seat. Next week we'll find out whether it was from her heart inside.
Next week I'll return the favor.
You return the favor. And to the technical team, Mr. Kitchen, Believe, Canison, Kwesi, and Ken Milutin. Thank you very much. But most importantly, to you, we'd like to say thank you. Now, I have an announcement to make. Next Friday, 6th of March, we have a production at the National Theatre, so there will be no encore. Please note that. Next Friday is 6th March. We'll still be running final warning at the National Theatre. So we'll be at the National Theatre. We will not be doing encore. But we'll see you the week after that, God willing. And with that, stay blessed. And the ladies, continue being yourself. Don't shortchange yourself. The gentlemen, look for strong women. They make better wives. See you.
Anywhere you lead me, I will go. 'Cause you are the way, truth, and the light. You never leave nor forsake me. Except you build the house, everything.
Roverman Productions presents the latest Eboid play, Final Warning.
Let me tell you today, Vic, I will not marry you today. I will not marry you tomorrow. In fact, I will have absolutely nothing to do with you.
Final Warning shows on February 29th, 1st March, and the Independence Day holiday weekend, 6th, 7th, and 8th March at the National Theatre. Rates 80 Ghana cedis. Time 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Tickets available now at Joy FM, Quick and Fine Supermarket, Frankie's, Hacho and Bachina Total, Mile 7 Goyle, Shell Shops at Airport, East Legon, Achimota, Sakaman, Dansuman, and Tema Community 11, and via short code *876 *876# or WhatsApp 050-554-6030. Partners: Joy FM, Graphic News Plus, and National Theatre. Final Warning. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.